In today's mobility snack, we're going to focus on squatting mobility. Squatting is a pretty fundamental human pattern. Believe it or not, we used to go to the toilet this way all the time. So if you think that going to the toilet's important, then improving your squat, you can probably understand the benefits of that too. So the main things that you'll need, and they're not 100% essential, but it can help improve the quality of the practice, a couple of yoga blocks. You can also substitute these for anything of a similar type of dimension, some books or something like that. And also something to put underneath your heels if you do have trouble sitting down into the squat. I've just grabbed some sticks here, so be creative. Anything that's comfortable enough to squat on can be helpful. So once you've got those things, let's get into the squatting mobility snack. Let's begin. I'm going to start off just with my heels elevated. So I'm sitting down into a squat. If you find that sitting down into a squat to start is already hard, then I recommend you start with your heels elevated. As it gets easier, you can take away or lower the height of the elevation. So the higher your heels are elevated, the easier it's going to be, and the lower, then the more challenging it's going to be. So you can adjust that. I've got my blocks here. I'm going to place them in front of me, and we're going to start with the bowing squat. You'll keep just finding your zone with this as you get used to it, as you repeat over time, you'll get better and better. So let's put 5 minutes on the clock. We're starting with the bowing squat. So for here, we're going to reach around and grab the back of the ankles and bow the head down and touching on the block or the object that we're aiming to go to. This is easy to start for me. If it's really easy, then you can gradually lower the target. Just pause in the bottom as you breathe. We're opening up right through the whole spinal column and the hips, ankles. It's really a whole body movement here. Doing about 5. Now we're going to stay in the squat through this whole time. If you need to come out and shake your body out, then do so at any point. But I'm going to challenge you to spend 5 minutes in the bottom of the squat as we do these different mobility movements. So we're doing the reaching squat. So with this, you could just reach your elbows and then over time, reach a little bit further, reach a little bit further, and continuing to rotate your spine and reach behind. Once again, no force required. Just going gently from side to side as you breathe, gently inviting your body to go a little bit deeper. So around my right side, through that rib is a little bit tighter, so I'm just aware of that. I'm going to breathe into it and just gently start to open without force. Doing about 5 each side, and then we're going to come back into the bowing squat. So I'm just going to keep lowering for my own unique body. I'm going to take away the heel support or the elevation there just to demonstrate without it. But you just kind of go with what's right for you. And I'm just showing how we can deepen through the set and over time. So I'm gently pulling down on my ankles and using my abdominal muscles to flex forward. Reaching, turning, reaching up to the sky and rotating at the spine. Start slow, smooth out the movement, and then gradually speed it up. Keep breathing. It's nice and warm here today. I'm sweating up a storm, which I enjoy because it's cleaning my body out. The number doesn't matter so much, it's quality over quantity. I often lose count as I'm doing things like this because I'm just focused on the quality of the practice. I've got no blocks here. I started way up there and then just over time I deepened. You can just pause and hang out anytime you need, but I'm just pulling myself that little bit deeper. You don't need to be following along directly with me. I just did 3 there. That felt good. A little bit of fatigue as I was going deeper, so I'm just going to go back to the reaching. So we can get out of sync. Now you know the basics and just practice together. Each time I don't need to get further and further. I can keep adjusting. I can reach in different directions. You can too. Notice I'm turning my head and my neck and my eyes. I'm involving that all. You can also rotate the arm as you get further and wring out that stretch. That feels wonderful for me. Okay, I'm going to come back to the bowing squat. Take a breath. Can feel my spine and my hips opening up. Whoop, I just went into the reaching. I'm just going to play with that. And come back to the bowing squat. See how flexible we can be with this. We're just choosing the 2 movements and just moving through them with the intent to progressively improve. We're almost there. And you can come on out of the squat. Woo! Oh. If you stayed in the squat the whole time, well done. If you didn't, also that's fine as well. You now know that there's some opportunities for improvement. So practice this over time. You'll notice your squat opens up. You'll notice going to the toilet is a lot easier, but squatting is a really wonderful indicator of the health of your hips and your spine, all that wonderful stuff that helps you move through life. So keep on practicing along with me in this squat mobility practice, and you may find that your body just starts to open up and opens up lots of other possibilities in the way you move through life. Thanks for joining me again. See you on the next practice.